Hello, my friends, and welcome back. Thank you very much for being with me again today. We trust people based on their, history. If a person lies a lot, he doesn't have credibility. Correct? Correct. Logical? Yes. We all agree with that. All right? Now, if a person is consistent and doesn't lie, that the person's credibility rating is very high, right? Correct. So let's say someone with an approval rating of 41% among his peer comes and says, Gigi, give me $1,000 and I will give it to you back tomorrow. How inclined are you to give this weasel $1,000? I wouldn't. I tell you right now. But let's say someone with, let's say, 82% credibility rating and approval rating comes and say, hey, Gigi, give me $1,000 until tomorrow. Maybe you give it a thought. You know what I mean? 80%, it's much better than 41%, don't you think? Or 82 versus 41, it's double. So you would think a little bit longer, even if you're going to say, you know what, let me think about it. All right? You're not going to give it right there. But what I'm trying to say is, if you don't have credibility, don't expect people to believe you when you say something. And then another thing is, actions speak louder than words, okay? You know exactly what that means. So I have here Mr. Biden, the semi-conscious individual, the president of the greatest country that ever existed, the fantastic, blah, 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 perfect, all right? He is going to he addressed to the Russian population directly, asking them to trust him. Trust his word, because he says that. Okay, so let me let us enjoy this together, shall we? So this comes from Tuesday, 21st of February, 2023, from Ukrainska Pravda. Biden addresses Russians. U.S. not going to attack Russia. Okay. Look at this face. Hey, hello, anybody home? You look like you're functional. I'm sorry, this guy is not there. I'm 100% certain this picture was not just, okay, the first one that came after they took like 1,000 pictures with this guy. You just let it go over there. They didn't look at it. Hey, is it tongue in? One tooth is missing, one eye is closed, you know what I mean? Something is dripping off his nose. You look at these things, look around his neck. Is that okay? Good, go around. Okay, let's put it. Is this the best? I think so. Anyway, that's unfortunate, but it is. Don't get me wrong, this guy is not a victim. He didn't get where he is because he's a victim. No, he's not a victim. He is a very shrewd mofo. He might be dumb in knowing certain things, exact things, but he knows how to do the hanky-panky with others. I guarantee you that. Now, US President Joe Biden has turned to the Russians and assured them that the US has no intention of committing aggression against their country. Well, because you're already committing it? All right, according to Biden, the USA and Europe have never threatened Russia. Wow, really? Now, okay, because we started with the approval rating, let's go to this right here. Pam pam. Morning Consult, my favorite people. These guys are updating their approval ratings weekly. So the latest approval ratings are based on data collected from February 18 to February 14, 2023. Approval ratings are based on a 7-day moving average of adults residents in each country, which sample size varying by country. So let's see, where's Biden? Biden is right here. He's 41%. Okay, let's go back here. This beautiful green is approve. This shitty red is disapprove. All right, or burgundy. I like this in wine only, okay? So Biden has approval rating of 41%, that's a minority, and 52 not approval, 8 don't know where they live, but they vote, these 8%, they vote, okay? Well, you don't know, then get the fuck out. Now, let's go and see the dictator. Pa-pam! From Statista, this is the do you approve of the activities of Vladimir Putin as a president, prime minister of Russia? And he's got this from January 2023. Approve is the blue, disapprove is the black. I'm sorry, the dark. I hope I didn't commit a hate crime. Approve, 82%. Disapprove, pa-bam, 17. But if you keep it over there, right? 18, go to January, let's go here. 16, 82 and 16. So the dictator has 82, according to the Russians that this idiot addressed to, who has an approval rating of this much. These guys are just delusional. These guys are delusional. These guys think that the Russians are the ones that Hollywood portrays. Drunk, funny looking, very, energetic, but dumb. And their culture and traditions are kind of weird. Like we used to have it in the Middle Ages, this kind of tradition, because they're backward. So this is how was the interpretation of this thing. I mean, you should have a little bit of self-awareness. You are at 41, and that's an up, okay? Because let's go back to the statistics here. All right? That's not it. I think I have to go to a different one. Abort mission. Back. I had another one where it shows the statistics, another statistic, the graph, like it showed the dictators. And you see it, Biden is at a kind of like a high right now compared with 31 that he had before. Putin never had 31. Putin never had below 60, just so you know. I think he has 62 at one point 2 elections ago or something. And it was like, oh, Putin is going to lose. Oh my God. Oh, yes. This guy has never had 60% in his fucking life. Biden. I'm guaranteeing you. I guarantee you. I think so. And if he had, some people told me Americans are sophisticated. That proves the contrary, I think. But anyway, at least some of them. Don't lump everybody together. Punk. All right? I want to show my face in society tomorrow. Anyway, so this guy with 41% comes out and tells the Russians, we're not going to attack you, we never threaten you, we're the good guys. He is the bad guy with 82% approval rating. But who gave these guys 82 approval rating? The ones that I'm supposed to make you trust me, because my own people don't trust me. My own people gave me 41, but I'm expecting you to give me more than you give that guy. Well, what do you expect? As the guy said, lucky the rulers that the masses are dumb, or the politicians, the rulers. So let's see what else this tard has to say here. So they didn't threaten Russia. No, you never threatened Russia. Only with their destruction and pay for the reconstruction and all that, right? And you are actually financing, all you guys, the good countries, are financing these guys to fight against us, to destroy us, because we are the bad people, right? Correct. And this is a quote. I would like to address to citizens of Russia. The United States does not want to destroy Russia. It is not going to attack Russia. Then why don't you talk to Russia? That's the easiest way to solve the problem. Millions of Russian citizens want to live in peace with their neighbors. They were never enemies. This is a tragedy. President Putin choose war. There you go. The one with 40. The one with 41% tells the one with 82 that President Putin chose war, and how long this war lasts is his choice. Not these guys pumping weapons over there. They don't even want to talk to Russia. He can stop war. So can you. I think you have more power than this bad dude right here has. If the Russian Federation stops the attack and withdraw from Ukraine, the war will end. If Ukraine stops, it will be the end of Ukraine. I'm sure that Ukraine can stand up for itself. Okay, well, let's see. If the Russians go back and withdraw from Ukraine, what's going to happen with the Russians in Ukraine? What's going to happen with the Russians in Donbass and in Crimea? Do you think they will shake hands and they will be with brothers again? Why did they intervene in the first place? Because it was peace in the Donbass? No, that's not why these guys entered over there. Because some tanks, some military of a certain country was bombarded its own citizens, on that territory because they didn't want to accept the coup that occurred in 2014. An unelected coup of traitors that took over with the help of outside countries. How do you call those people? Lovers of democracy? No, and the democratic countries recognize those thugs. So yeah, okay, and then let's go to this thing. Okay, if Russia goes over there, that's it? The end of the story? No. Then it comes the reconstruction. Who pays for reconstruction? The Russians. And who reconstructed? Our businesses. So they're gonna give the money and the gold, and our people will get the profit. Yeah, do you think? And hey, we got some little trials ready for your leaders that have 82% approval rating. And after that, we get to inspect your nuclear facilities, and we get to assign and see who's going to be in charge of your country. And hey, we're going to change your culture. How about that? And in the meantime, we're going to arrest some criminals of war, and we're going to try them as we did in Nuremberg. Okay? Please. Please, please, please. I don't think the Russians are that dumb. And if they are, just do what they did with Milosevic. Round him up, throw him into Hague. And with others, because they trusted the West. That even the Germans, when they said, well, I'm going to come and I'm going to surrender to the West, and I'm not going to the free world, to the Americans, and I'm not going to surrender to the Russians, the Soviets. Well, guess what? When they were tried in the Nuremberg trials, who were some of the judges and who were some of the prosecutors' attorneys? Soviets, and not only Soviets. Again, take names from the American side. Look at their biographies. I know one of them was born in Romania, actually. Then Romania. Hey, but he was he was Romanian too. Check his name. He's 102, I think, right now. 103. Yeah, okay. He participated, and he was not the only one. But anyway, so those guys went over there and they ended up hung. So I don't think the Russians want to be given that kind of justice. I think they say, well, why should I let my life be decided by anybody else when I can decide my own destiny? So no, I'm not going to do that. So that was the other reason why another idiot shot himself in the Kopf. All right, so he said, I'm not going to let myself being, treated like he had no illusions, that bad guy. But hey, what do you want? I mean, so many war crimes only by the bad guys, the good guys, no. So yeah, United States never threatened Russia, never, ever, ever, ever. And not only United States, a few elites, yes, they want. Hey, how about Lindsey Graham? Didn't he say that take out Putin? That means assassinate Putin. Didn't he say that? If I remember correctly, on 2 occasions though, in March and April, I think, or something like this, 2 weeks apart. Look, I made videos on that, so yeah. And that's a senator, but hey, he's not representing the American people or America whatsoever, only Biden. But if you look even in Biden's actions and words, no, he never threatened, he doesn't want, he just wants you Russians and Ukrainians to live in peace. That's why they didn't talk to the Russians in 2021 at all, to provide any security guarantees to the Russians. Okay, they ignore them. Hey, we want some, security guarantees here with NATO. You come closer. What's going on over here? We're not going to talk to you. We're just in your head. We're not threatening you. We just bring our rockets to your border, and it's in your head. That's gaslighting. Oh, it's in your head. We just brought rockets, missiles systems in Romania as NATO that expanded towards your country and in Poland. And next one is going to be Ukraine. But hey, it's just in your head. You're paranoid, man. You think that we're going to attack you? Jesus Christ. But hey, if you bring anything close to our hemisphere, you're dead meat. We're going to throw a tantrum like we did in 1962. Remember that one? But we had rockets and the Jupiter rockets in Turkey, but that's A-OK, and in Italy, I think, Italy and Turkey. We had them over there, it was okay. Nuclear war, with warheads, okay? But hey, we can do that, you can't. Why? Because we're better and we're the good people who dropped 2 atomic bombs in Hiroshima and Nagasaki. But we are the good people, okay? All right, now they got that solved. Just don't resist, man. Don't resist, please, man. I mean, it's so much bullshit that it bothers me, the hypocrisy. I have nothing with United States or, with France or Russia, but I can't help when I know things to just keep my mouth shut. I mean, really, these guys, he thinks that those guys are just idiots, or at least some people like us. I mean, if Biden is an idiot, he doesn't know history, it's a different story. But it doesn't, prevent me from knowing history. I mean, it's facts, evidence. What do you want me to say? I mean, imagine that you are in a community and you tell everybody should obey this law, but me. What does that mean? That you're special, better than everybody else. Well, basically, that's the United States. We can place our missiles next to your border, but if you place it in Cuba or in Nicaragua, or let's say in communist Canada or Mexico, no. Oh my God, then it's going to play piano with the rockets and missiles and nuclear warheads. That's what's going to be. What do you think? They cry because the Russians have, interballistic bombardiers going around Alaska. In the international waters, they throw tantrums and they fly up there and they were close to our territorial waters and oh my God, they flew over. But these guys have fixed in Romania and Poland and would have been in Ukraine as well. And hey, that's okay. It's just in your head. Smack. Thank you very much for being with me again today. Stay strong, stay smart, look for the truth and be just.